All right, this is kindergarten and first grade basketball, my favorite night of the week, selfishly. That little kid in the red, actually, on the side note, was my little cousin, so that's kind of awesome to start the video off with him. Yeah, this is pure joy. No, but it's a lot of fun. This right here, what we're saying is warm ups. Kids, first come in. We start at 6:30, go to about 8 o'clock. Kids come in, they get a chance to warm up a little bit with their coaches, and hopefully the coaches is there. It's tough when you got volunteers, especially, guys who got to get off work and things of that matter. So, we have to try to have enough of our other staff members and things of that matter feel as the kids walk in. But this is just a little warm up right here. See, we in remembrance, we lost one of our legends of the game, Kobe Bryant, this week. Um, so you see a kid right here, representing well. And as long as we got good dads like his, we always, have our legends and gone but not forgotten. So let's have a little moment of silence right here.
All right, cool.
All right, this second we about to get it going. So hey, I'm gonna let Coach Dave do his thing. Don't forget to subscribe and like. We want a lot more basketball content coming up. But I'm gonna let Coach Dave do his thing right here. Always gotta try to match Julian's energy. Probably got a little calisthenics coming up. Try to warm him up a little bit. Nothing too serious. Um, Coming up, you're gonna see me ask the kids to show me their ready stance. And what a ready stance is it's basically a defensive posture. Knees bent, knees bent, chest up, hands up. We call them hands up and out. It's just something that allows us to get our kids to stop in the moment. When you have some 67 kids, I think we have this year. It's tough for coaches. And if you ever work with kids at this age, and seeing kids like to look out on the floor right here, you know, sometimes kids can be, a little tough to deal with and a little tough to get them to stop. So you have something that triggers them to get them to stop. My summer camps, I have smaller sessions and smaller groups, so they all have a basketball, and I get them in triple threat position whenever I blow the double whistle. But in our winter league, we try to get them to learn a ready stance. And once they learn that ready stance, they get into it quick, and it gives coaches a good mechanism to get kids in order. So, if you have there it is, boom, get that stance. Hands up and out. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You can get 8 out of 10 kids to stop in a moment. You did a good job. Like right here, we're gonna talk about the triple threat position. Really emphasize triple threat, saying it that way, but we try to teach them that they have three options. Passing, dribbling, or shooting when they catch the ball. Early in the season, we really emphasize dribbling with our fingertips and below the waist, and in shooting and passing. And later on in the year, we emphasize jump stopping with facing the basket, what we like to call feet, chest, eyes, and also dribble, pass, shoot. That's our triple threat. And right here, I'm just kind of giving a couple of kids a chance to show examples of it. Um, I try to pick kids who aren't too shy, kids who I know want to show off a little bit, like this little guy. He's awesome. Um, and I never, ever forget my girls. I try to, if any of my girls who I know are kind of tough, kind of want to show off a little bit, I always try to get them the ball. That's just how it is. And so feet, chest, eyes is something I just came up with. Just kids are so literal at this age. I just like to have things that trigger them and things they can remember after the season, things they can remember during the season. So that's what this is right here. Just want them to focus on the fact that they have, try to get them to imagine things. They can be very imaginative at this age. Get them to imagine things. But yeah, you really want them to, kidnap having a jump stop and getting square to the basket before they shoot. Not shooting from the hip, throwing the ball sideways, really getting square to the basket. So that's when we came up with the feet, chest, eyes. With those three things facing the basket, you should be pretty good. very, very little runners in his age. Yep, and that pizza box. I try to get them to imagine, something that they won't drop, especially for the really little ones. So we talk about, hey, hold it like a pizza box, put it strong, and then we get eventually, them to square up a little more to the basket, put it over for it. But yep, that's what that was right there. Just having a little fun with, imagery. Nice jump stop. See, I'm pretty square on that. That little guy got away with travel. You'll see a lot of that later in the game. Right? Chest eyes. What you about to hear right now is our height shit. You see the H's on the chest because we come from a community, Cleveland Heights, which is a wonderful community on the east side of Cleveland. And our kids come from a lot of different elementary schools, and a lot of different households, and home schools, and Catholic schools, and private schools. So we want them to understand that even though they have on different colors, they are from the same community. When you get a lot of energy and get crazy with it, and just show me some energy. That's what they're trying to do here. That's some people like, what is that? Oh, it's heights. They're saying heights, but if they yell, it's fine. It's just get nuts. Like that. All right. All right. So we're gonna get to some a little practicing. Our kids split up and they go to be able to practice. On the different hoops that we have up. Ooh, nice shot right off the bat. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. But yeah, this is just a little practice. Little practice run. Give them a chance, have a little fun. Give them a chance, learn some of the skills we worked on. A lot of times right here you see an older kid about to show an example. We like that. This guy played in our K1 a couple of years ago. Now he's in the 5th grade. And, little brother is playing. So, he's helping out on the team. It's like assistant coaches. Um, our soccer coach called it coaches in training for the summer. It's like young guys who are coaches or young girls who are coaches in training. This gives me a great opportunity, to thank my amazing coaches like this one. And all my volunteer coaches. Most of my coaches are volunteers. We have a couple of staffs. And there's nothing like these volunteers. These men take time out of their days to come help children in our community. Some of them have kids, but some of them are like me that they don't have kids. And this is their opportunity to, give back to our community. And they are amazing, man. They're here every week. You know, um, we couldn't do it without them. We just simply could not do it without our coaches. So, it's giving me a great opportunity to thank them. High fives all around, even for the coaches. All right, now it's game time. Go get it, girl. My fault. But I get pumped up when I see my girls balling, especially when they get aggressive like that. Look at that, she got aggressive like that. So let's just talk about the games a little bit. Yes, it's kindergarten basketball, so it's not going to be that pretty. It's going to be some traveling, and there you go. Nice form, son. Ooh, he held it for a little bit. I like that. But yeah, it's going to be some traveling. We're going to have to. We try to emphasize offense, right? We're not going to see a lot of defense. We don't play man to man. We have kids get back to spots, and that's fine. I've been doing this for 14 years, and I had 2 people complain over the years that they didn't see enough defense. I'm sorry to those 2 people. I apologize, but the most important things these kids will learn out of this is having fun. Because if they don't have fun, they won't come back next year, and they won't come back as 2nd and 3rd graders in the 4th and 5th grade league. And if they're good enough to make the travel team in 2nd and 3rd grade as well. That's one of the good things about having a feeder system like this. We know what they're going to learn in 2nd, 3rd grade. We know they're going to learn seeing man and ball, shuffling their feet, opening up to defenders. So we don't have to teach that at this age. We can just try to have them have the most enjoyable experience possible. And a lot of that is just keeping your hands up on defense and getting shots up on offense. When you see this girl right here, she got the right idea, right? She got the memo, right? No, this is K1 basketball. What can I say? Another thing you'll see is we try to. The teams are split, and what we try to do is we have 4 quarters. The kids play 2 quarters and they say 2 quarters, and you'll see like different levels. So the red team might have 3 good players. He'll sit them all, and the blue team will have 3 good players, and he'll sit them all. And then the next quarter, the good players will go against each other. Or this quarter might be the kids who kind of a little lesser, and nobody really notices. But we do that so that the good players can really ball out a little bit and go hard. It looks a little more wilder, a little more harder because they try to steal the ball. They're a little more tougher. So it's one of those things, man. It really works out very well. So that's one of the things you want to do as a coach. You want to try to, manufacture your league so that it fits, so that it always fits. That's what we try to do. Um, yep, right here on this court, you're gonna see kind of a little more aggressive play on the yellow squad. So and the green squad, right? I think black. Sorry, black. So that's cool. No handles coming up. Ooh, no handles like that. Like that. That's cool. Black ball.
Yeah,
Shot. There we
Z.
go. See, it's gonna be a little more banging on the good quarters, but that's all right. Everybody take a knee. They usually all right. But you gotta make sure, hey, it's basketball, man. It's a contact sport, especially with the good players. They go fast. So right here we got the after game handshake, which is always fun. And this little one right here is adorable because, and she's special because she's a second generation player. I coached her sister, so that's awesome. One of the things I love about the African handshake is that it's universal. I mean, somewhere there's kids around the world finishing up a game, and they're doing the handshake the same way, or maybe not the same time of night, but you know what I mean. But I think that's awesome, because one of those universal things.
Christian.
All right. So that's game time. Oh, my fault. That's just me being me right there. I just sometimes the want to be pro wrestler comes out of me. It's stupid. All right, right here, man. This is one of my most favorite parts of this job. I can't say much more about this part. This is something that really humbles me and gives me a great experience to be able to shake the hands of each parent and high five each kid as they walk out. I want them to understand I appreciate them coming. I really do because in a lot of ways this is one of the greatest privileges of doing this job. Some of our parents, did sign up for fall soccer, which is a lot. Um, this is their first experience outside of the school system, or for the ones who aren't in our school system, with our youth sports. So I want to make it the best experience possible, and I want them to always know that they have a home to come back to. So I tell them thank you. I appreciate them coming. I high five kids, and they love it. It's amazing how much difference it makes to some people. I've had dads over the years and moms come up and say, I really appreciate you standing here at the end, shaking my hand and saying thank you. When we should be thanking you, but I thank them because in a lot of ways, I don't look at them that way, but they are the customer, man. We couldn't do it without them, and especially my coaches, man. I never get enough of them. I never thank them enough for helping us out, man. But I always feel like there's always something nice you can say, right, to a kid. There's always something. You ran fast, you jumped high, way to hustle, great pass, way to shoot. There's always something nice you can say to a kid. So that's what you do at this moment. Say something nice and send them on their way. It's awesome. It really is. So I'm gonna let this roll a little bit because I actually enjoy this a lot. And in a couple of months, I'm gonna be watching this video because I'm gonna miss these kids to death. That's on the real. Just some of my former players right here. I think they're here for like karate. Yeah, they were here for karate or chopping wood. Yes, kids do train at this age, which is crazy. They just started like 5 or 6 years ago. I had a lot of parents ask me like, after the season, is it okay if I train like once or twice a week? And I try to keep it really light. It ain't like some of the videos you're gonna see of me with my high schoolers and me with some of the
Up
older
there.
athletes and some of the AAU players in the 7th and 8th grade, 6th grade, who can ball out. It's not like that, but try to keep it light. But yes, they do work on their game at that age. Ball is life, man. It's starting earlier and earlier. So yeah, man. I mean, one thing I try to say is, kids who work on their basketball game, they're learning the most important skill. They're learning hard work. The most important skill you get out of it is hard work. And hard work is a skill, and it's a skill that should be appreciated, and it will be appreciated in life. So, if you're working on basketball really hard, then you're learning the skill of hard work. You should be happy for that and keep it up. So, that's what I try to say. Really. All right, so we're coming to the end now. And I just want to, really say, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. This is our little slice of heaven. It really is for me. And I do this until I die. And the most important thing is that I do believe that as long as I'm doing this, I won't get any older. So I won't be tired soon. Hopefully, knock on wood, man. But no, I really did enjoy it. And peace. Y'all have a good one.